Well, TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. It's your at home workout exercise class number 12. Yes, so we've just completed, this is our 4 week mark here. So, congratulations on getting through it and with sticking with me. I appreciate it. Thanks. Yes, these classes are brought to you by Parkinson Canada. I am the events coordinator for Parkinson Canada here in Winnipeg, in Manitoba. And yeah, so I'm offering these classes to try and help you improve the quality of your life. And at the same time, I'm trying to lead you through exercises that are safe and exercises that will help you manage some of the symptoms that you might be living with if you have Parkinson's disease. But also, if you don't have Parkinson's disease, hopefully these classes are adding some quality to your life and that you feel good after everything is said and done. I have a kinesiology degree. I just graduated from the University of Winnipeg in 2017, and I took a special interest in working with the active adult population. So between the work that I'm doing with Parkinson Canada, I also previously worked with active aging in Manitoba, and I have a real love, a real passion for working with the adult community. Hello, Betty. Happy Friday. Um, yes, so through these classes, exercises roughly last about 50 minutes in duration. So we're doing it 3 times a week, and that's giving us 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise per week, which is what's recommended to us. If you can get more in there, by all means, try and get some more in there. Hey, Jim and Wanda are back again. Great to see you guys. Cheryl, man, you're always here. I love it. Um, so yeah, the intensity level, so that moderate to vigorous, it is kind of pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. And that's where the magic happens. That's when you're going to have some muscle growth, and that's when your nervous system is going to be firing fully. And that's kind of what we're looking for. So if you find things are a little bit too easy, by all means, you might have to pick up the pace, or you might have to have some larger movements in order to get the real benefits from these classes. Parkinson's disease, you can really, if you have Parkinson's disease, with exercise, you can really benefit through just our motor coordination. It's really working with our nervous system, and it's going to help with balance. And there's a correlation, not causation. I should point that out, not causation, but correlation with exercise and cognition, and exercise and depression, and exercise and fatigue. There seems to be, they can't say for certain that there is a connection, but it looks like exercise does have a positive impact on your cognition, depression, and fatigue if you're dealing with any of those issues in your Parkinson's disease. This is the part of the class where I'm going to talk to everybody about safety. Have you taken your meds? Are you taking them regularly at the same sort of time? How are you feeling right now? Is your energy level, are you feeling like you can get through a 50-minute exercise class? If not, it's okay. You can come back to it. Did you have a good sleep last night? I'm going to talk to you about sleep at the end of the class here. But yeah, sleep definitely, it gets harder as we get older. And it gets harder to have a long, restful sleep. Hi, Ruth. So, yes, if you didn't have a good sleep last night, by all means, come back and check out the video when you're feeling a little bit more rested. Use of a chair. I really recommend having a chair around, especially when we get to some of the muscular strength and endurance and the balance training. Even if you feel confident, it's always nice to have a chair around just in case you need to put a hand on the chair or to have 2 hands on the chair. Your safety, it's of the utmost importance to me. So if you can have a chair around, I would really like to see you have it there. Before we get going here, just a few shout outs here. We have Lorinda, Cheryl, Jim, Wanda, Betty, and Rick, Ruth, Marge, Dana and Remy, Ruth, Kelly, Luali, William, Nathan, Karen, Manon's always giving me the big smile, Donnie, Gabriella, Pete, and of course, yeah, Wanda. All right, so how do you guys feel? Ready to tackle things? let's get going. Okay, so make sure you have some room to exercise, move around. Make sure there's nothing, no tripping hazards around. Grab a quick sip of water, but make sure you put your water bottle away. And let's get ready to roll here. So we're going to start off the same way we always do. The slap, clap, and snap. So 5 times, down to 1, then back to 5. Are you ready, gang? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Changing it up on you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, oh, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Holy moly. I just totally got confused there. Hi, Donna. Good to see ya. All right, let's try that one more time. Let's do it the regular way. Sorry about that. Here we go. 4. 3. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whew, that's way better. Sorry about the start there. Whew, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe it's because I saw Donna pop up. I was happy to see Donna. Okay, so now we're going to try something a little bit different for our warm-up. If you're sitting, just make sure that you're sitting up nice and straight. You're pulling your shoulders back. If you're standing, keep your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. But try and have our chin tucked in a nice straight body. We're going to do front arm raise. Then we're going to pull our arms back to a chest press and down. Front arm raise. Chest press and down, up, back, down, up, back, down. 4 more. Up, back, down. 3. Up, back, down. 2 more. Up, back, push it down. Last one. Up, back, and down. Feeling okay? All right. So from here, we're going to go to toe tap in front, side, together. Front, side, together. Front, side, together. Front, side, together. So warm up, we're just getting our body and our brains ready for exercise. Because when we get to the cardio section, which is coming up next, it's going to be a little bit faster. So it could be a little bit harder to follow along. So this is why we're preparing our body. So if you're not feeling up to something, you'll probably feel it right about now. But you don't have to do everything. Do what you can. Front, side, together. One more time. Front, side, together. Okay, now we're going to work with our arms. We're going to go front and back. Bringing your arms up to shoulder height, no higher. If you're feeling any pain in your shoulders, just drop your arms. You don't need to go to shoulder height. Try not to go beyond shoulder height if you can. Just hold it there. Let's go both arms at the same time. Up and back. Up and back. Up, One more time. Up and back. Now we're going to go side and down. Remember, just shoulder height. Side and down. Side, down. Two more. Side and down. Last one. Here we go. Side and down. All right, gang. Great. So now this is the part of the class that we're going to be getting into our cardiovascular section. So we're really going to be working our heart and our lungs. A lot of the blood's going to be going to our larger muscles in our body, so our quadriceps and our hamstrings. So have a sip of water right now. Just make sure you put your water bottle aside, and let's get ready to move. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate both sitting down and standing up. Let's start off with a march, just our legs. Feeling okay? I hope so. I'm here for you, so if you have any questions, by all means, just ask away. I probably won't be able to answer them during the class, but I'll make sure to get back to you after the class. Okay, let's add some arms. Remembering our posture, continuing to breathe. Let's bring it wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Okay, so from here we're going to transition into our cross-country skiing. And after we do our cross-country skiing, we're going to do some disco moves. And then we're going to do some heel taps with heel up, and we're going to do step togethers. Okay, so no arms. We're just going to work on the legs first. So for cross-country skiing, I'm going to stand up. So for cross-country skiing, what it's going to look like is your foot goes back, together, back, together. Remember our posture, together, back, together. If you're standing and you need to have something to hang on to, like a wall or a chair, by all means have it close by. You can keep a hand on it. Back, together, back, together. Let's do bigger steps. Back, together, bigger step back, together, back, together, back, together. Bigger, back, together, back, together, back, together, back. So smaller now. Back, together, back, together. This time, we're just going to try and go a little bit faster. But if you find it too hard to go fast, just keep at a slower pace. The big thing is for you just to keep on moving. So we're going to go a little bit faster. Here we go. Back, together, back, together, back, together, back, together. Back, together, back, together, back, together. If you find this too easy, you can keep the same speed. So we have a higher pace going on right now, but just do bigger steps. Back, together, 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 back, together. Okay, march it out. Okay, so that's the legs for cross-country skiing. And remember, you're thinking of your posture the whole time that you're doing it. And you're being in control. So if you find that you're a little bit unbalanced, you can just slow down. So yeah, we're looking for control. Now we're going to do the arms for cross-country skiing. So we know what that looks like. I'm going to demonstrate this from a seated position. Everybody else can keep standing if you're standing. So no legs, just our arms going forward and back, 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 and back. Let's do bigger arms now. Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. There we go. It's a way of working harder, is bigger movements. And back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, regular arms, and back, forward, and back. Not as big, forward, and back, forward, and back. So the other way to work harder, well, we have bigger, but another way to work harder, of course, is just picking up the pace. So having more repetitions. Are you ready to try that? Okay, here we go. Forward and back. Forward and there we go. A little bit less jerky, more fluid, a little bit faster. Feel like the bionic man, the $6 million man running like this. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to breathe a little bit heavier, which is good. That's what we want with our cardiovascular workout here. All right, think you're ready to add some legs? Okay, let's slow down the pace. All right, here we go. And back, forward 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 and back. So if your left leg is going back, your right arm is going forward. If your right arm is going forward, your left leg is going back. So just kind of add some balance in there. This is actually easier to do from a standing position than a seated position. For those of you that are sitting down, you can attest to this. And back. And back. I hope not to see any cross-country skiers for at least 6 months, hopefully longer. Finally have no snow here in Manitoba. Forward and back, forward and back. Although we can't be surprised if we do get a little bit more snow. We usually get a little bit of snow before May long weekend rolls around here. And back, forward and back, forward and back. Let's go bigger steps, bigger steps, bigger steps. There you go. Big, but balanced. Big and balanced. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, march it out. All right. Any big plans for the weekend? Happy Mother's Day to you out there that are mothers. Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. Gentlemen, if you haven't got any cards, thought about any gifts, you still have a couple days. Nothing beats a homemade gift though. Some well thought out words. Okay, so from here we're going to try some of our disco moves. Staying alive. So our arms are going to be going up and down, our legs are going to be going side to side. But we're going to, typically, the way we do it is we're going to break it down. We'll do arms first, then we're going to do legs, and then we'll add them in together. Ready? So here we go. Standing still, arm up and down. Same arm. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Other arm here. Up and down. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other arm. 4, 3, 2. We're going to change it up. And 1, 4, 3, 2. One more time each side. 4, 3, 2. And 1. Last one. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. And now we're going to alternate. Up and down. Up and down. Cross and down. Cross and down. Cross. There you go. If it hurts too much for you to lift your arms, your hands above your shoulders, you can go shoulder height. So it would look more like this. Still try and cross your body. I know for some of you that live with some shoulder pain, that's a real pain. So this might feel a little bit better for you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, march it out. Okay, so that's what the arms are going to be going across our body, and we're going to be trying to point to the sky. If you can point to the sky. And our legs are going to be doing just the opposite. So our legs, I'm going to do it from a standing position, are going to look a little bit like this. So, and together. So back, together. So back into the side. Back into the side. Remembering your posture. Shoulders back. Back. And there we go. Let's go 4 times one side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 on the other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 more. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to alternate. And back. Back. And back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, halfway there, gang. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, march it out. Okay, so now we figured out the arms, and then we figured out the legs. So how about we try to tie them in together? We're gonna do 2 on one side, then 2 on the other. So it'll look like 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 on each side. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Let's alternate. One way, other way. One way, and the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good job, gang. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. All right. Good job. Whew. Getting toasty in here. It was cool in my office this morning. I was even considering wearing a hoodie. It's a good thing I didn't. Okay, bring it wide. Just slow it down. And narrow. Wide. And narrow. Now we're going to keep it wide. Wide. No arms, just our legs. It's going to move to a tap. And tap. Tap. And tap. There we go. If you're sitting down, the movement's the same way. Just like this. And tap. Tap. And tap. Tap. And tap. Tap. And tap. Woo! Should we add a little bit of arms here? Why not? And out. Out. And out. Again, the more muscles we have moving, the better it is for us. The more oxygen we're breathing in, the more muscles we're engaging. And that's what we're looking for. When we have more muscles engaging, your nervous system's going to be engaging more. So your brain's going to be talking to your muscles. No arms, just our legs. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. So for those of you that feel you have energy and the balance, we're going to try and bring our heels up when we tap. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Heel up and up. Up and up. If you're sitting down, it's the same movement. It's going to be a little bit harder. Up and up. Up and up. Up and up. I'm going to add some arms. Here we go. Bicep curls. Again, the more muscles we have moving, the better it is. Up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Okay, so now we're going to transition to a step touch. It just gets hard when you're kind of doing the same movement over and over again. So when we're doing side movements, I often like to try and bring it to a narrower so it's not as hard on your hip flexors. Okay, now we're going to try the side steps. So let's bring it wide. No arms, just our legs. And together. And step. Step. And step. Step touch. Step touch. Step touch. Step touch. There we go. Almost there, guys. We've been at 5 minutes. 3 minutes to go. Should we add our arms? We'll do straight arms up front. Up and up. Up and up. Up and up. And up. 10, 9, 8, 7, almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, march it out. Fantastic. How you doing, Ruth? Cheryl? Jim and Wanda? What's the weather like down there? Chilly day here. Okay, bring it wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Okay, no arms, just our legs. We're going to slow it down. We're getting into our cardio cool down section here. How you doing, Rick? Staying with us? I'm sure you are. You are one determined man. All right. Slowing it down. Circulating all the blood that's pooling up in our large muscles. We want it to be distributed through all of our body, especially to our brain. Okay. Feet a little bit wide. If you're sitting down, don't forget your posture. We're going to pick some apples. Okay, reaching up and down, up and across, and down. Again, for those of you with shoulder pain, you don't have to go high. You can just go straight out. Cross and down. Or if there's one shoulder that's really quite sore for you, you can just focus on the one arm. Just keep on doing that one good arm over and over again. Listen to your body. Pain is not good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to do some heel taps. We're going to do the slow heel out and back, slowing down our heart rate, and back. Heel out and back. Out and back. Out and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to finish off our cardio cool down with some shoulder shrugs. We're just going to bring our shoulders up to our ears if you can, nice and high. and down, continuing to breathe, slowing down our heart. Up to our ears, down to neutral. Let's do 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. All right, gang. You did it. We finished our cardio warm-up. We did the cardio, which is the hardest section. We did our cardio cool down. Now you can grab a sip of water if you need to have a sip of water. By all means, now is a good time to do it. Just make sure you put your water bottle to the side and out of the way. And we're going to be getting into our strength and muscular endurance here. So we're not going to be working with any hand weights today or TheraBands or resistance bands. We're going to be using gravity, only gravity for today. So when we're doing sort of our strength training, when we're working on our muscles, for me, I'm really looking for a nice slow and controlled movement. It's actually harder to do things slower than it is faster. So typically do a 3 count down and 3 count up, or a 3 count up and a 3 count down. It depends what we're doing. Continue breathing. Breathing is also important. We gotta keep on breathing. Typically, we're gonna be breathing out when it's hard and in when it's easier. And I think we're ready to go here. So we're gonna start. If you're sitting down, great, you're ahead of the game. If you're not sitting down, find a place to sit down. We're gonna do our chair crunches. So we're going to be working our abdominal core. And these are the muscles that we use for, getting out of bed. When you're lying down, you got to get up out of bed. These are the muscles that we're engaging. So you know what we kind of do here. Thinking of our posture, shoulders are back. I'm going to move my buttocks towards the end of the seat. My hands are on my lap, across my chest like this, or out in front of me. Whatever is best for you is best for me. Don't lock your feet underneath the chair though. That's going to be taking away from your abdominal region working properly. I'm going to have my arms out in front, simply leaning back till my shoulder blades touch the chair, and sit up. Okay, we're going to do 10. Ready? Here we go. 10. And breathe in. Here's 8. 7, looking straight ahead, nice good posture. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. That's tough work. We're going to try 10 more. We're just going to relax a little bit. For those of you that need to stretch, you can pull your arms above your head. You'll feel a stretch along the side of your body here. We do to one side, we do to the other. Ready to try 10 more? This time I'm going to have my hands on my thighs. But if you need your arms out in front, that's good. It's actually hardest ways with arms across your chest like this. I'm going to have my hands on my lap. Now I'm thinking of my posture, sitting up nice and straight, shoulders are back, leaning back, and up. That's 1. And 2. Remember, nice, slow and controlled. That's 3. Here's 4. Almost halfway there. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Here we go. 10. Woo! Good job, gang. All right, so from our seated position here, we're now going to do the dreaded sit to stand. If you have arms on your chair, by all means you can use the arms if you need them. If you don't need them, let's try not to use them. If you can't stand up all the way, that's all right. That's 100% okay. Do only as far as you can. So if you can only come up like this high, only come up this high. That actually makes a difference. It's like getting up off a toilet. So you just need to be able to get yourself up. So this is working on the largest muscle in our body, our quadriceps here. And these muscles are really important for fall prevention. A lot of time when falls are happening, if it's not a tripping hazard that you're tripping over, it could be because your quadriceps aren't speaking to your brain as fast and as efficiently as we need to. So the more that we can work on our quadriceps, the better it is. So again, thinking of my posture, I'm going to demonstrate. You watch me do the first one, and then we're going to do 10, or actually we're going to do 8 together. So I'm going to stand up nice and straight. It takes a 3 count, and then a nice 3 count to get down. Here we go. We're going to try 8. 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Looking good. Stay with it. Almost halfway. There's 4. Halfway there. And 5. Here's 6. 2 more. We can do it. Nice and controlled. 7. And last one. Here's 8. Okay, so for those of you that are standing, continue to stand. If you're sitting down, just keep on sitting. We're now going to work on some more quadricep exercises here. We're going to do these straight leg lifts, and then we're going to do side leg lifts, and then we're going to do knees high, and we're going to do some calf work. So I'll demonstrate standing up, but I'm going to do it sitting down first. So the straight leg lift from a standing position, you can hang on to a chair like this. Basically your leg is coming straight up. 1, 2, 3. And down, 2, 3. From a seated position, it's the same thing. Leg out in front, it's going to be up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. We're going to do 8 each leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. That's 1. That's 2. Up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Nice and slow and controlled. That's what we're looking for. It's harder to do it that way than it is to do it fast. Here's 4. And 5. 6. Oh, it's getting hard, isn't it? Stay with it. Here's 7. Last one. We can do it. 8. Nice and slow and control. Hold it there. Good job. All right. Again, that's really hard work. So if you couldn't do 8, that's okay. But for those of you that could, right on. We're switching our legs now. For those of you that are sitting down, point your toe up. For those of you that are standing, hang on to that chair. We're going up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. That's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. 3 more. 6. 7. Last one. 8. All right. Woo! Thank goodness that's out of the way. Okay, so now we're going to do some side leg lifts. from a seated position. I'll demonstrate sitting down, but I'm going to do it standing up. From a seated position, it's just your legs going to be out to the front. Just going to bring your leg to the side and back. From a standing position, it's going to be side and back. We're going to do 8 each side. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Here's 3. If you're feeling a little off balance, hang on to the wall, hang on to your chair, or if you need to, you can sit down. Here's 6. 7. Remember your posture. And 8. Changing our legs. Here we go. Up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Here's 2. And 3. 4. Halfway there. 5. 6. 7. Last one. And 8. All right. Good job. Okay, now we just have 2 more to do. We're working on our balance here at the same time. I think that's a good thing. Now, if you're sitting down, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to demonstrate standing up, but I'm going to do them sitting down. We're just going knees up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Ready? We're going to do 8 each side. Here we go. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. How you doing, Rick? Following? I'm sure you are. Down, 2. Here's 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Changing it up. The reason why we're doing so much work on our lower body is because, yeah, fall prevention. For me, that's the big thing. We're going to go up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. There's 2. If you've been sitting in a chair for a really long time, for months or years, this would be incredibly tough work. But you know, because you're not using your muscles as much as you'd like to. So you know, you can appreciate how tough this is, but you also know that we gotta try. Even if it's just little movements, it all counts. 2 more. And last one. Okay, now we're going to do some calf raises. This can be done from a seated position. I'm going to demonstrate sitting down, but I'm going to do them standing up. So from a seated position, what it's going to look like, you're just going to go up on your tiptoes and down. I'm going to stand up and do them like I said, hanging onto my chair. We're going up for a 3 count and down for a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Up and down. Up again and down. Up and down. Up and down. Last one. Here we go. Up and down. All right. Good job, gang. Well, we've now made it through our muscular strength and endurance training. We're going to get into a little bit of balance training. So the first thing, if you're standing, just make sure you got a nice clear path in front of you, that there's no tripping hazards. For those of you that need to hang on to a wall with one hand, by all means, that's 100% okay. Or if you have a chair or a sofa to hang on to with one hand, that works too. We're going to walk the line, so one foot's going to be placed down on the ground, the other foot's going to go heel to toe. Now we're going to take a step forwards, walking a line. One foot, then the other foot. And stop. What goes forward must go back. Remember, if you're having balance issues, hang on to that wall, hang on to that chair or sofa. We'll try one more time. One more time forward, another time back. If you found that easy, then you can close one eye and try and do it with one eye closed. It's not easy for me, so I'm going to keep both eyes open. Forward. Challenging ourselves. And back. Okay. Now keeping our legs, our feet wider than our shoulders. If you're sitting down, you can do this one too. We're just going to be nice and still, thinking of our posture. Now you can just close one eye. If you need to hang on to something, by all means hang on to something. We're just standing with one eye open. It's amazing how that throws you off a bit. And open both eyes. Closing the other eye. Opening up nice and wide. Okay, now we're just going to shift our weight from side to side. So if you need to, just keep your foot on the floor. Hang on to that chair or sofa or wall if you need to. We're just shifting our weight over into one foot and holding it there for a 10 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What we do to one side, we do to the other. If you have good balance, you can bring your foot up off the ground. But if you need to, have one toe on the ground, that's okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So now we're just going to bring one leg up in front, holding it there. If you find this too easy, you can close one eye and down. Other leg up. And down. Okay, so now we're going to get into our stretching. You can do this standing up or sitting down. I'm going to start standing up, but I'm going to finish doing them sitting down. So the first thing we're going to do is a calf stretch. If you're sitting down, basically you're sticking your leg out in front and you're pulling your toe towards your body. If you are standing, it's going to be the same thing. Just going to kick your heel out in front, raising your toe, feel the stretch in your calf, and down. Pushing your other foot forward, feel the stretch, pull your toes towards your body, holding it there. Okay, now we're going to do a hamstring stretch. I'm going to demonstrate standing up, but I'm going to do it sitting down. If you're standing up, one leg goes in front, and you're just going to, I'll do it from side position. You're just going to be leaning back. You can hang onto a chair if you need to. But you should feel the stretch along the back side of your legs here. If you're sitting down, it's going to look like this. You're not bringing your head down, you're just keeping your head forward. So you're just going to kick your leg out in front, leaning forward, head high. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. These are your hamstrings. Holding it there, continuing to breathe. Sitting up nice and straight. Feeling good, ready for the weekend. Other leg goes out in front. Reaching out in front of you, not down. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Holding it there. Feel that glorious stretch. For those of you living with sciatica or piriformis syndrome, you'll know this stretch feels really good, and you should be doing it every day. Okay, you're going to stretch our inner thigh. So our leg goes off to the side, leaning one way. If you're standing up, hang on to a chair or the couch or a wall. Feel the stretch along your inner thigh. Continuing to breathe, head held high. And what we do to one leg, we do to the other. Leg goes to the side, resting your body weight, upper body weight on your knee. Continuing to breathe. What a great class, gang. Thanks for coming. Okay, now we're going to stretch out our chest. We know how we do that. Arms go out nice and wide. Shoulder height if you can. If it's too hard for you at shoulder height, if it hurts, if you have pain, you can drop your arms. Holding it there. Now we're going to bring one arm across. You're going to grab your elbow. We're stretching our triceps now. Holding it there. Nice and controlled. Slow movements. Slow breathing. Put up nice and wide. Feel the stretch right across your chest. Other arm goes across your body, pulling in on the elbow, bringing it towards your body. Feel the stretch. You probably feel it across your deltoids, your shoulders, and your triceps, the back arm, muscles in the back of your arm, upper arm. Now we're going to stretch our upper back, so we're just going to interlock our fingers as such. Arms up, only as high as you feel comfortable, holding it there. This is stretching our upper back. And down. Now we're going to stretch our wrists. Pulling back in your hand one way. Back. For carpal tunnel syndrome, this feels really good. Should be doing this daily. A couple times a day at least. What we do to one arm, we do to the other. Start off. A little bit of flexion. Changing it up. Extension. Should feel the stretch across your forearm. That feels lovely. Okay, that's it for our stretching. Now we're going to do our Parkinson's specific exercises here. And for those of you that don't have Parkinson's disease, it still doesn't hurt to participate with this part here. We're going to start off with doing our vowels. So try and pronounce or enunciate the vowels as best you can, and pay specific attention to your lips. And if you have a mirror, practice in front of a mirror. Really makes a difference. So you actually see what your lips look like when you're trying to make the vowel sounds. Ready? Here we go. A, E, I, O, U. Here we go again. A, E, I, O, U. Last time. A, E, I, O, U. Now we're going to do a great big smile. Great big cheesy smile. Come on, we can do that. We're working on our mask right now. For those of you that are living with Parkinson's disease, some of you might have a bit of a facial mask. So we're working on our muscles. And relax. Now we're going to open our jaw. These are the muscles that are used for chewing our food. Back to a smile. Great big smile. There we go. Now jaw. Now we're going to work on our eyebrows. We're trying to get our eyebrows as high up on our forehead as you can. Tiny, tiny little muscles that control a lot of our facial gestures. And we sometimes forget about exercising them. So we're working on that right now. High, high eyebrows and relax. Now we're going to do our cheek stretch. Pulling the cheek muscle. Nice, slow, gentle stretch. Let's hold it there. This muscle becomes taut. We can drool sometimes, so let's try and keep it nice and flexible. Relax. Going to the other side. Stretching it back. It feels good, good, good. Relax. We're going to finish off with 3 big breaths. Big breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. Last one, this will be the biggest breath of the day. In. And out. And we did it. We did it, gang. All right. Well, TGIF. I'm hoping that you, mothers out there are going to have a really happy Mother's Day. A few things I wanted to touch on here before we end off. I want to talk to you about sleep hygiene and the importance of sleep. So just a few clues and tips that I've used over the years to really help me get into a good pattern of sleeping. I set an alarm at night for when it's time to go to bed. When that alarm goes off, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm going to bed. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Try and have the same routine. If we have an alarm to wake up, we can have an alarm to go to bed as well. Any alcohol, try and limit, or if you can have no alcohol after 5 o'clock, they're saying. That's a really good idea. Screens, try and limit your screen time before you go to bed. And that could be from a computer screen or a telephone screen, or even some of these really high definition television screens. So try and eliminate that. And last 2 things, having a cool room, believe it or not, that's supposed to help you get a better night's sleep, and a nice dark room. The darker, the better. To finish it off, Superwalk. So our website is live now. It's www.superwalk.ca. Tons of really helpful information on there. There's some activities that you can participate with. In a monthly, it's our movement challenge. So for the month of May, we have a predictive walk. Month of June, we have a dance challenge. July, we have a 150-minute challenge per week. August, the 100,000 step challenge. And then September, we have the actual walk, which is happening on Saturday, September 12th. It's going to be a virtual walk, so you'll be walking in your neighborhood with your family and or friends. But there's going to be a collective experience held ahead of time. That's it, gang. Great job. Happy Mother's Day, and I hope to see you on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.